So in this video, I'm going to show you how to fix a pair of like tower speakers when there's damage to one of the woofers. So long story short, since I bought my GoldenEar Triton 2s, I decided to set the GoldenEar Triton 7s and use them as surrounds, right? So I ran the cable into I have a whole video about it. If you want to check it out, I'll put a link of it up there or a card. Obviously I have little kids running around and one of them accidentally ran into one and knocked it over. So it was an accident, of course, and but it damaged. As you can see, if you look here closely, there's a bit of a split here. And I honestly think that it was hard enough that it actually affected the speaker. So I put my ear up against each speaker, each of the woofers, and this one, the top one was the one that sounded off. It sounded blown. It actually sounded blown, like it was a blown speaker. I've heard blown speakers before, and it sounded like a blown speaker. I call up GoldenEar, and they immediately, I called them up, first of all, I was concerned whether or not they had the part in stock, and second of all, I was fine with paying whatever it costs. But I call them up and I tell them, look, I'm sure I'm out of warranty, and I'm sure the warranty wouldn't even cover like a kid knocking your speaker over and damaging it that way. When I spoke to the gentleman on the phone, he long story short, he gave me the speaker for free. I've owned these speakers for like 8 years or so, and they were way out of warranty, and he still gave me the woofer for free, which is incredible. Fantastic customer support. I didn't say that I had a YouTube channel or anything like that. They didn't give me any special. It sounded like the guy wanted to help me out, and they just sent me the speaker. They didn't even charge me for shipping. I can't recommend GoldenEar enough. I make videos, they don't get a lot of views. The brand's not as popular as it should be. These speakers should be they should be more mainstream. They should be in more people's houses because they're fantastic. That's why I didn't want to let go of them. I wanted to use them even in some capacity as surrounds, but for going forward, I'm going to just store them and wait for an opportunity where I can set them up as in another room at some point in the future and use them as main, because these are too good to be surrounds. The surround system with these speakers sounded really great, but these speakers are too good for surrounds. They're meant to be used as front mains for a stereo 2-channel system. I keep saying it, but I can't recommend this speaker company enough. If you haven't heard a set of these, go to a store and hear them for yourself. These are the cheapest ones, and they sound fantastic. They have so much bass, and they image so well. Obviously, my Triton 2s are take it up a notch, pretty much in every department. But these things are no slouch, and you can get these for $900 each. So $1,800 a pair gets you they get you state-of-the-art reference quality speakers. One more thing I want to say, that the repair process in here is probably very similar to any tower speaker or any Blitzshell speaker. The procedure is similar. Probably the variations of how you connect the speaker is probably very similar. So you can probably use these instructions to pretty much repair or replace any woofer in any speaker pretty much. If you're finding this video helpful so far, it'd be really great if you can give this video a thumbs up and consider subscribing. It really helps the channel a lot with the algorithm, and let's keep on going. So I'll show you how to repair the speakers now. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do, so I narrowed down the bad speaker to the top woofer. So the first thing I got to do is just remove it. I'm going to use a handheld screwdriver just to be more gentle on the screws. I don't want to use a power tool and be a little too aggressive. So I'd rather just do that. But yeah, first thing you got to do is there's 4 screws on here that you got to remove. Just remove them. And then we'll get a look at the connections of the actual speaker. It's starting to come a little loose there. Again, I'm being very gingerly with the screws because I don't want them to look like I do the rest by hand and get a look at what the speaker looks like. Okay, here it comes. Yeah, so I see where the damage, I can see what happened here. Obviously this is one of the risks you take when you have, I use these speakers as surround speakers, and with the fall, it's one of the prices you pay to have nice speakers when you have some kids running around and stuff. It was an accident, but these things happen, and thankfully GoldenEar hooked me up with a new speaker. This is totally broken, and that's the problem right there. So let me look at that. Totally sheared off and broken. But yeah, hopefully I think this will definitely, replacing the speaker will definitely fix the problem. So it looks like, I'm gonna pull it out here, and it looks like there are just some simple like pulled a red cable and a black cable. I guess you pull them off. I peeled back this rubber or vinyl here, and looks like there is a little lever to release the cable. There's like a little lever there we go. You just like, there's a little piece of metal that you press back here and the cable, and that releases it. So again, same thing for the black one. There we go, that's out. There, you can kind of get a look at the interior of the speaker. I've never done this before. It looks like there's MDF in there. Pretty inert. Looks like some insulation back there, soundproofing insulation, or I don't know if this is going to be a problem, because the wood is cracked here from the fall as well, but I think it should be okay. Maybe it won't be as pressurized, but honestly, I mean, at this point, there's not much I can do. I mean, it looks like it's pretty strong. It's not moving or anything, so I think it's just cracked. Rather unfortunate situation, but thankfully it's working out. I mean, that would definitely cause a problem there. This is like moving around and looks exactly like it would cause a problem. So like a mechanic would say, that's your problem right there. So this is how GoldenEar ships the speaker. It's the actual driver is covered in this plastic shielding, which is great. And it was wrapped in a generous amount of bubble wrap there. So GoldenEar really hooked me up with this. So I got the new speaker here, and I'm just gonna reverse the steps. In other words, I'm going to plug the negative black cable just like that, and make sure that the vinyl insulation is there as well. It's super easy. And then the positive cable goes in just like so. Make sure that the vinyl is covering. Take your time. There we go. It's going through now. There, it's covering. All right, I'm gonna put this guy. I guess you can decide however you want it. I guess it really doesn't matter. There's little GoldenEar logos on each corner, so it doesn't matter. However, it doesn't matter how you put it in. It's always gonna line up nicely. Okay. I hope that does it. And now you just screw it up. Screw everything back. Again, I'm going to not use power tools because I want to be very gentle and not puncture my brand new speaker. Here, let's get the last one in. Didn't want to bore you with screwing all the screws in. And I'll just get them nice and snug. And get the last screwed. Okay, that's it. Let's see if it works. That was like one of the most painless repairs I've ever done. Honestly, that was super easy. So I just demoed the speakers, and they sound like they did the day I bought them. They still sound awesome. So the repair actually did the job, and the speakers sound great again. I had one more thing to say. Thankfully, these speakers are a traditional speaker. You would totally see the damage on the wood. But with these speakers, since they have this sock that covers it, you don't see anything. They look fine. And the speakers perform perfectly well. So I will be storing them until I can put them in a room. Like I said earlier in the video, I will not be using them as surrounds anymore. And they just deserve better. And honestly, I feel like I dodged a bullet with this one. Thankfully, it was something that I could fix, and it wasn't terrible. It was actually free to fix because they sent me the woofer for free. So yeah, Really stoked, really happy that I got my speaker working again. So if you found this review helpful, it'd be really great if you can give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing. It really helps the channel a lot. If you have any questions about the repair process, ask me all the questions you want about the speakers. I stand by these speakers 100%. And I'll see you in the next one.